Welcome back, everyone. Symmetry? No symmetry anymore? 1881. Oh, and you had 161. Well, here's to symmetry and the breaking of symmetry. There's Aloy feeling the snow. Thank you, Gudgeum. Out here in the frosty northwest of the map. Before we go into the ruins, let's go clear the corrupted zone. Maybe find that vantage, then we'll go into the ruins. Thank you, Sea Star.
Can't carry
I've
more.
had altogether too much coffee today, and I'm still at it. I mean, I can't beat Lamia, but I think this is my 5th cup of coffee today. It might be. That's too much for me. What am I doing? I'm sure that's nothing for some of you, but it's a lot for me. Wonder if there's any logs, recordings, any notes in these ruins. When the pot starts at 6. Shadow Dragon, that's for a family. That's for more than one person. Yeah, depends on the size of the cup. Erupted fire bellowback. So whatever resists... Oh, that is strange. It's corrupted and it has a weakness besides fire. Corrupted Ravagers. There's no overrides on corrupted machines. Shit, there's not even any... There's nothing out here. There's no grasses to hide in. There's no cover. Forget the clothes Aloy isn't wearing. There is no cover out here. Everything is gonna find us.
Stay down.
Now, can you get us to the Deathbringer?
Doubtful.
It's a good question, to which I don't have an answer yet. Wait for it! Yeah, I don't know where there is, but no, we haven't gotten there yet. The timing on that!
I need this.
No, I don't want the answer. Not yet. Not yet. I want the explosion! Yes! That's what I wanted!
Getting soaked from melted snow.
Is there any game where sticky bombs aren't incredible? Hey, where's the sound at? I guess we did clear the corrupted zone. Oh, I saw it pop. I saw it pop. That's cute. It wants us to go up there. Can we really get up there? Oh, that's right, Iceman. Yeah, I've added new sound effects that are restricted just by hours, so we've got a bunch of those too unlocked with different tiers. I plan to add quite a few things to that. Bork, 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 bork. Fox skin, harvest arrow. Did you see a fox? I did not see a fox. Probably ran by. I was too busy looking at the machines. Oh, that's mine already. Holy shit! Did anybody see the Glinthawk coming? That was awesome. This is so good. Ice Hunter. Oh, why didn't you see the command on the screen? Is that what you were referring to? It's an option in Streamlabs to hide those. Because some of the bot responses are so long, I started having it hide bot feedback, and then I found the option to hide the command that triggers a lot of the bot feedback. So yeah, anything with an exclamation in front of it, any command issued, is not going to show on screen. I do have control over that, but I think I like it better this way. Well, I thought we were going to grab that. Upsy daisy. All right, what's hidden behind this? What do you think all those buildings were back in the 22nd century? Faro Automated Solutions. Shit. Not a good place. Not a good place. Oh. Shit! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Every time I... There we go. Missed. They brought it right to me. Oh! Good night, Birdie! It's still alive! What the hell? Alright, now what were we doing? Faro Automated Solutions.
A pocket shitstorm tour. Day one.
Oh, it's where it began.
Where better to start than at the end. Or where the end started, anyway. Ground zero. Where it all came crashing down. My career first, then everything else. And I mean everything.
Only 2 vantages left. Chameleon, you hated the birds in this game? Had a lot of trouble with your potato aim. Fire brings them down well, except for the storm birds. Hi, Ma. Remember how ecstatic we were when I landed a job here? Aerospace Control Engineer at Faro Automated Solutions. Straight out of Stanford U. Saturday, I was tossing a mortar board. It's a mortar board. Saturday, I was tossing a mortarboard. Monday, I'm an employee of the biggest corporation on Earth. Starting wage, 6 times basic. It was a dream come true, yours as much as mine. When I found out I'd landed the gig, I waited until graduation day to tell you in person. You were so proud. You hugged me 5 minutes straight, laughing and crying at the same time, saying over and over, "Onwards and upwards, the start of great things." I thought so too. It seemed as though nothing bad would ever happen to me, to us, ever again. But bad did happen, of course. More bad than I ever knew was possible. And while I can't blame FAS for making you sick, Metallurgic gets the credit for that, I can sure as hell blame Pharaoh for the rest. But let's talk about the end of the world later. It plays a part in this story, of course. If I hadn't found out what was coming, I wouldn't be doing this, leaving these time capsules behind. But the apocalypse isn't the story I want to tell. This is going to be about our family, about us. It's time to get going. I've spent enough of my life in the shadow of this place. I've got 11 more vantage spikes in the trunk of the Sabara I rented, and some pretty good ideas for where to sink them. So let's get the hell away from this place and start sinking. Ah, and so that's where the end began, huh? Pharaoh Automated Solutions. It was a hell of a spot to be attacked by birds, though.
Look out below!
Starting to look like that'll be Monday, Chameleon. Can't wait for your thoughts on the game when you finish with the story. Well, we're not too far now.
Keep that for later.
Yeah, Wombat, I would really have liked to time it. I couldn't have, doesn't seem, but would have liked to time it to end on a weekend. I know Monday's not a good day to end a game. You gonna be working Monday? Don't get Monday off? Most unfortunate. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this week. Ouch. 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 Not that I was planning to do an extra stream tomorrow, but even if I had tried to... Oh, what?
An explosion.
Even if I had, wouldn't have made a difference, huh? A lot of rats out here. Well, who knows? Maybe we won't. I bet you're working Tuesday too. Yeah, maybe we won't even finish Monday. Really don't know.
Could be anything in the trees. You're sharp, Aloy.
Doesn't sound good. I can believe it. Kemi, you highlighted your whole playthrough? We're so flashed by the game. I've never heard that expression. So flashed. Make it. All ancient vessels accounted for Rocky Mountain Thunderheads. Deathbringer! Deathbringer spotted! All machines cataloged. Deathbringer. Body. Unearthed ancient weapon platform built to deliver overwhelming force, prone to overheating. Repeater cannon turret. I don't see it marked on the body, but I think I know which part it is. Cooling rods, core, flamethrowers, grenade launchers, heat vents, gun turret, swarm launcher, that's okay, stabilizers, heavy cannon turret. The gun turret is weak to tear, and the body's weak to fire and shock, but that's, it's not a lot. Override impossible. Even sounds nasty.
Another explosion.
All right, let's think about this a little bit. Weapons, weapons, weapons. Tear blast. I will probably use Tripcaster. I don't know how much it moves around, but let's try the Tear Blaster in place of the Tripcaster. If we end up close to that thing, let's try to knock some of its components loose. Shadowhunter bow's probably not going to help too much here. Blast Sling, yeah, it could. Is it mainly shooter? Dirty Sanchez. Dirty Sanchez, really? How are you doing? You have some skill trees, but by the end of the game, you can probably get all the skills. There are quite a few different weapon types and ammo types, but that doesn't really differentiate it from a shooter, I guess, just having all of that. It's somewhere in the middle. It's a definite action RPG. But you don't get to make your own character. More action than RPG. But just about everything seems to be a mix anymore, doesn't it? What of defense? What are we gonna wear here? Is it gonna matter? Probably not gonna matter. Wear protector heavy. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving and be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this is up and running. Another Deathbringer to fill out the ranks.
to be one of the Deathbringers Owen talked about. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first. Now they're hunting me.
What if that Deathbringer sits tight for a little while? I bet a silent strike on this Watcher will be spotted by the others. I'm gonna try it anyways. Okay, they were too busy looking at their Deathbringer. This guy paths out to the edge. Let's wait for him to come back. Miss Misery, did it ever come up why Rost left the tribe? Oh, later, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, we don't know why yet. Look at all those parts. Okay, what do we have? Gun turret, weak to tear, repeater cannon turret. I wish I was faster at slinging arrows. Drop tear blast arrows onto all those bits and pieces.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Yes, why don't you come take a look? Come take a look. Yeah, come closer, my dear. They really didn't notice. Okay. You know, I wonder if I could get away with dropping some proximity bombs around. Or are they gonna notice that stuff?
They're still
Whose
looking.
body is that?
Saw a body, okay.
Focus. Stop working.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
Dirty Sanchez! Welcome aboard, thank you for the follow.
I wonder if those are weak points.
Shit. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's get to cover, get to cover, get to cover. If there's really any such thing.
Hitting that thing really hurt it.
Hey, watch the head. Holy shit. Was this a broken Deathbringer? Or is it gonna regenerate?
That hurt it.
Cause I think the thing is going down. Can I get any parts off it? What the hell?
The sun.
Oh. Yeah, I am a bit over level.
Did it?
Still though, I mean didn't get to do anything. My fault.
Let's see what you have to say.
Yeah. Anyways, indeed.
What is this?
The entity lives.
It lives!
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable!
Acceptable.
Unacceptable!
Acceptable.
Unacceptable! No! Which focus was that?
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
So the Deathbringer wasn't at all what I thought it might be. We've seen cave paintings of what looks like, I don't know what to call it. A giant machine octopus or something. I thought those might be Deathbringers. It doesn't seem
I
so.
can't spare the weight.
Yeah, we don't need the Watcher Heart. Soon there will be bigger fights. Is that what you're saying? It was something of a... I realized when we were getting over-leveled a week ago that by the time we got into the story, we were gonna be cruising through a lot of it. So it's not entirely shocking, but still. What level was that Deathbringer? I don't think I even noticed. At level 20, that would have been hellacious. I mean, the cover I took behind this rock didn't last. The rock got smashed in two. And there's not a lot of cover around here. I guess if you get up into the ramparts. Huh. Yeah, enemy upscaling would have been a neat feature, but I don't think they added that, even with the recent patches, which had balance tweaks, quest tweaks, lots of fixes. That just wasn't the thing they did. You fought that thing at level 20-ish, Chameleon? Yeah. That would have been a whole nother story. Wombat's with me. I've got no problem with being OP. That particular fight, it would have been nice to have something, something to sink my teeth into. But in general, I'll take all the power I can get.
Looks tight, but
In a
I
game?
can squeeze through.
Yeah. Well, squeeze on through. You could switch to very hard. It's a good point. You fought it at like 30. Iceman, you didn't... I hate to say it, but you didn't miss much. I dropped a bunch of sticky bombs and other bombs on it after laying out some prox mines.
Bitches.
It went down fast. Should we switch it to very hard for the rest of the game? Why not? The only catch with that is it might get nasty, and I'm going to be really stubborn about not wanting to turn it back down.
Hold for identiscan.
Oh,
One of these again.
there's the woman. Woman who bears the same face and almost the exact same DNA. 99.47 match.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Maybe Aloy is a clone. Clone of a Project Doctor? I bet she's a clone. Bunker discovered Pharaoh automated solution. Search for information about Elizabeth Sobek. When this game began... Oh! Look at this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's go out to the world for a second. Let's back up. When Aloy was but a child, she fell down into these ruins. And down in these ruins, we found the bodies of a number of engineers, scientists, workers, and they had killed themselves. They had all taken something. And there were a number of records and a number of names and a sense that they knew what was coming. And they took themselves out to avoid whatever was coming, whatever conflict was coming. But, we have a match with Elizabeth Sobek. Welcome home, Doctor.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Pharaoh. Please proceed to the
355,000. Do the math,
Wait,
quick.
wait, wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Hundreds of years. Most of the lore was from the 22nd century. Yeah, I don't know what I said. In between Sobek and Sobek, I called her something else. Oh, he's too late. Yeah, I wonder if the coffee's still fresh. Sure, Iceman. I'd take a hint from you. What, a non-story related hint for this mission? Ted Pharaoh's office. We want to check all the nooks and crannies. I wonder if we'll find the 3 power cells we need. There is a need for us to find 3 more power cells in order to get into the suit of armor that's down in that bunker. Even though we picked up 3 power cells for a different side quest, we weren't allowed to reclaim them. Get to Ted Pharaoh's office at the top of the ruin. Well, we're not going up anytime soon. There's a power cell in this mission. Excellent. Well, we won't, Question for you, Iceman. Will we be able to find it before we get to the office at the top? If so, I won't go to that office until we find it. And we're on the lowest level besides the surface. We're gonna kind of crawl through this, and I might even end up going, back over some of these rooms again and again to make sure I'm not missing stuff. Wonder if we'll find more bodies down here. We're gonna find a bunch of lore. Entangled waveforms, voice recording.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Hearts Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines.
Some brilliant
Out of
soul
control.
installed a back door.
Sounds bad.
Yeah. What if intelligent machines were programmed with a back door and they gained control of their own back door? No, we're not going to finish today. Everybody who knows where the game is going seems to be in agreement that we will not finish today. I don't know where the game is going, but Monday, Tuesday, maybe, probably Monday. But I'm going to do an absurd number of map checks as I go, making sure I've stuck my nose in every corner. I hope you like maps. Yes, we should all keep control of our back doors. Very important. Hi, Crave, you're thinking Tuesday? So Monday we will have 6 hours. Are you pretty confident in that assessment? That we're not 8 hours from finishing the game? Well, I tend to crawl through things.
Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today.
Where all the
With over
problems of tomorrow
25,000
are
human
being created
employees
today.
based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic Chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and
Always surprising.
Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
See if the holo projector is different from Scott.
Welcome to Faro Automated
No,
Solutions.
it's the same.
where all
Okay.
the prob-
Hey, at least it went quiet. What have we here? Reception log. Corruption minimal. Oh, and what did we miss something up here too? Welcome to FAS. Is there some extra? That's the same text we just heard. For every problem of life, a smart solution. Reception log, 9:54 a.m. July 7th, 2064. I think we've seen logs from the 22nd century too, not just... This might be one of the oldest logs we've found. 2064. 9:54 a.m. Field Commandant Deng of the Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before their 10:15 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. 10:07 a.m. Sander Agnew, Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global, arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, we'll use Fresh Grounds Tacoma blend. No artificial creamers. Just 5 minutes later, 10:12 a.m. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans, and that Fresh Ground's acquisition team has tried to take their fields. By force. Repeatedly. I think Commandant Dang had Agnew by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm gonna drop a line to sales. This can't happen again. Well, I'm all for taking our time with it, and if we get 6 hours Monday and then finish this on Tuesday, groovy. Maybe I'll even have something else lined up in case we do roll over into Tuesday, but only play this for a few hours. I don't know if DBA Bob is going to be back from the Bermudas, but he had suggested Edith Finch, and that's a short game, like 2-3 hours short. So I'll keep that in mind too.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
I did data point on Elizabeth Sobek just pop up. A bunch just popped up. Let's check them. Elizabeth Sobek, born March 11th, 2020. Is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13, earning a BS, Bachelor's of Science, in Experimental Physics and Computer Science at age 16. She completed her PhD in Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2040 and joined Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAS to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. Not yet. Chameleon, I'm aware of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I may even have it. I have not played it. Another short one, isn't it? Honey for my throat. I could probably use it. I've got tea up here. Cough drop is probably a good idea. I haven't finished my coffee yet, though. I can't have a cough drop when I still have coffee. I think these were all new. Or at least most of them. Ted Faro, whose office we're heading to upstairs. Theodore Ted Faro, born December 24th, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He's the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, the largest corporation of all time, the world's wealthiest individual, and the first ever trillionaire. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular line of personal servitors and bodyguard bots, then exploded when its famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of that decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Faro the world's best-known businessman, one of its most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. History of FAS. Faro Automated Solutions is an American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life, though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. As of 2063, FAS has ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, a world record. Founded in 2033 by Theodore Ted Farrow, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah, the company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and RecCorp. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Alfred line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company onto the Fortune 50 for the first time. Profits tripled in the 2040s as the company's environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobek, catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. 2049, in the wake of successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and founder Ted Farrow was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its status as the world's wealthiest corporation, with a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion. By 2055, FAS controlled 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations, transgovernmental organizations, and corporate entities. Today, its holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB Mobile Global, by 321%. Psycho! What's up, Psycho? Boy, you come into the room, you're not even here a minute, and the bot's already poking you and scanning you. There's a welcome for you. Definition corporation. Corporation. An association of individuals created under authority of law having existence, powers, and liabilities distinct from those of its members. In a business sense, a corporation is usually owned by shareholders through the sale or distribution of stock, who profit from such ownership, vote at designated times for its governance, and designate executives who run its affairs. Most corporations engage in one or more industries to produce goods or offer services for profit, and may in turn own other corporations, companies, or property as holdings. Okay. And that's the log we already saw, yeah? Okay. Coffee creamers and all that stuff.
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Oh, that's why we got all those. Mystery Man has uploaded a bunch of info. I realize sneaking is probably redundant in here. It's habit, okay? R&D, lab, retooling.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me.
That was a
We
long
will be
pause.
exploiting a massive,
Pregnant
growth
pause.
opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines. Then they stopped. To make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Whatever went wrong, there are people who saw it coming. I wonder if some of what went wrong might not even have been on purpose. Someone's purpose, or someone's purpose gone wrong. We heard mention of a back door.
smell to it. Not even Old Death. Nothing natural.
Well, it's been abandoned for a long time, Aloy. Psycho, I'm loving it. My top 10 games of all time has way more than 10 games in it, but this is up there. This is one of those special games, and one of those for which it's so disappointing that it's an exclusive. Text mail from Jay Friedkin. Data corruption minimal. Regarding complaint. To reception. Hey, reception. If that is your real name. Want to know who scheduled Indo-Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain because your receptionist-level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with what? That's right again, combat machines, which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Friedkin, to you. Boy, what a dick. Although,
Another cave-in.
business-wise, he's
But I could
got a
get
point.
through.
Hey, don't worry about it. By 2022, we might have an emulator. For the PS4. Yeah, we probably won't. Oh, God! Change of shorts, please. Aisle 1. I'm just gonna hug this wall here, okay? The wall's my friend. It's very safe. What the hell?
Looks like I can climb here.
Jump on top of the Deathbringer, but... Climb that? Oh, I can. No, not yet. How about, Go back to the other one. Come on, drop back down. Something else I saw. I wanted to go this way. What's over this way? Why did you change directions? Come on. So this would get us back up to where we dropped. Yeah?
Made it.
Or not? Well, that takes us up to the next level. Okay. I'm going to backtrack so I can get to that ladder. And that's just a supply crate. We don't really need it, but... Come on. She doesn't know she can jump back. She doesn't know. Not looking. Come on, that way. That way. That way. Glad you did. Glad you did. Oh, I can drop back down here. Okay. Let's go one level at a time. Let's drop down where we fell. Come back around. And who knows, maybe it's the power cell sitting in here. Not the power cell.
No room.
Okay. It's okay, Aloy, it's okay. Legend 9. Welcome, Legend. A good jump scare is a good thing. Iceman's gonna have a lot of those in Dead Space 2. I'm gonna walk past. I mean, we don't want to go up the stairs yet, so we want to explore this whole floor before we go up the stairs to level 4. Text mail from Ted Faro. Spiritual Summit. Oh, I didn't realize you played him before. So the whole... Yeah, okay. That's right. Then you know what's coming. Ted Faro to Paula Vasara. Subject, Spiritual Summit. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I, and FAS in general, have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent. No kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe. Make it clear we'll spare no expense. That worked great for Jurassic Park. Yeah. I did loot this, right? There's just something in it I couldn't take. Right on, Chameleon. Yeah, if you don't know the Iceman Cometh 360 already, check him out. Show him some love and give him a follow. He's getting back into streaming. He was streaming a lot in the past and is getting back into it, so keep an eye out for his streams.
Not too much already.
Enjoy yourself. FAS Campus Log. Campus Security Log. High priority alert. Automated log note. All non-essential systems have entered hibernation. High priority alert. Automated log note. Full lockdown has been initiated. High priority alert. Due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and/or disposal of project-related data and materials. ISEC and a crisis team will then conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. High priority alert. Priority messaging to all staff in E and F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. High priority alert. A reminder that whilst HiSec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for Identiscan. High priority alert. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting times at the outer security cordons. HiSec reminds all staff that the campus remains off limits to the public. High priority alert. Following recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded that presenting for Identiscan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image analytics are both mandatory. High priority alert. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff traveling from off-site. Sign up is required and strongly encouraged. 48 more entries in high priority, additional entries corrupted.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Something bad. Ready to go into this room? No, definitely not. Look, I can't help it. I keep sneaking, but I can't help it. Sneaking through an empty room. Just a thing, okay? 3 hollow projectors. Before we activate them, is there anything else in here? Lots of abandoned workstations. Pretty neat that after hundreds of years, large chunks of their tech are still functional, powered and functional.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
And what if you built in a back door and the machines got access to it? You'd be right screwed. These could all be the same. Let's find out.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package, designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance. It boasts the
That
world's
looks like the
highest
Deathbringer.
survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of allied Chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor.
Oh,
Slave
Corruptor.
enemy robots
Okay.
to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Biomass conversion sounds pretty sinister. Yeah, it does indeed. That's our role in all of this.
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability.
There's the death.
Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
I think that's it for this office. Time to head upstairs. One more level.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
So it may be a little premature to turn this into a plan, but what I'm thinking is, since we probably won't finish Monday, let's make sure we don't. I'm not talking about stalling. Let's take our time here. Let's wrap up, if the timing works, let's wrap up here in the Faro building. Then we might wrap a little early today. We're scheduled for another hour, but depending on what happens in the Faro building, might wrap when that's done. You know, a nice break point. Increase the odds that we'll have a good chunk left for Tuesday.
Gonna be a long
6
way
hours Monday and a chunk for
Frozen
Tuesday.
most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
I have no urge to rush. When we're done with this game, I was gonna be a little sad putting it away.
Smoke weed every day.
Chronic! How you doing, Chronic? Your weekend going well? HC, what's up?
All
Still
done.
listing us as on
If plants
level
can
4.
find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Can't get up there, right? This count as level 5? Yes. So there's a further climb right there. Looking down... Okay, where we just were. Good God, she almost missed it. Sorry to hear that, Chronic. We are doing well. We are doing well. I'm doing well. I think everyone's been having a good time today. We hit the level cap. We've explored some incredible places, and now we're digging back into the story. And it sounds like we've still got a lot ahead, and that is exciting. Maybe someday we'll surprise you, man. Maybe it'll all turn around. Regarding the rumors.
This began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
People seem to think that war brings peace. I hope we can grow out of that before this happens to us for real. Anything we can go back this way for? No? Okay. That. already up to level 6. Hopefully we didn't miss part of level 5. Terminal's not functional.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Yes. What would we have done without them, Wombat? Would have had to rely on all the bird poop ledges instead, and there aren't enough of those. All hands on deck. Text mail from Gordon Nakata. Yeah, but Horizon has yellow and white markers, right, on ledges, as well as... maybe that is it. From Gordon Nakata to Gina Zierman. Gina Zierman, subject, all hands on deck. Gina. Ever hear of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they filed suit against us this morning. Apparently there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia, population 2,700, all of whom hate us, now that a stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. That brings the official count of Heart Timor-related lawsuits 127, most of them from private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation-states, and NGOs. And that's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hearts itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitors. We're gonna need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober and on the bar. Gordon Nakata, Associate General Counsel, FAS. We heard all of these, so I don't think there's any new text in them. Future of automated warfare, made real today. Azcat, I think you're right. How would that work anyways? You would, you'd slip off. Death by poop. Anything below us? Oh, yes, but not where we want to go. Okay, we've got that side. Gonna raffle off some new shorts. Maybe the dirty ones. Is it getting cold? You getting cold? Rocks.
I'd have to ditch something.
Yeah, we don't need the extra rocks. Box of rocks. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Let's put us on level 7 or 8. 9. What happened to levels 5, 6, and 7? Basically bypassed them. I keep wondering if we're going to have to backtrack in order to find stuff that might be hidden on those levels. So instead of going up, any other place to go back down? Not. Right on, Rex. You sticking with it? You gonna have it tonight? One more shrine than Master Sword. Every once in a while we get a glimpse of the previous level. It's usually the part of the previous level that we were actually on, but I keep wondering if we'll spot one of the lower levels that we could drop back down to and if there would be stuff. But I hear ya, Iceman. You don't think you can visit every floor? There were some you did not get to. It is a bit of an OCD nightmare, like you said, though. It's so busy, you want to double check and triple check everything. Have a ledge we can drop out on. We might have to drop out on. Careful now. Some floors were just gone and collapsed. Yeah, maybe we'll see him on the way back down.
Full already.
Banda C incident. Text mail from Stacy Anders to Robert Rescher. Subject, Dolphin Vid. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Banda Sea captured video of a Hearts Timor Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Palau Watar on a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacy Anders, VP PR, FAS. Yup, that's disgusting. A dolphin chum milkshake. I'll pass. Bunker door, blast door, heavily shielded, seal integrity maintained. FAS executive data storage, secure 3 zettabyte storage rack, 6% power remaining.
Freezing out here.
Yeah, I wonder why.
A way up.
Could it be all the ice and
All
snow
it
and
takes is
altitude?
A few good handholds.
Woof. Reached the top. So I have not found a power cell yet. Maybe we can go up. Hold on. Watcher lens, echo shell. Not a power cell. Before we interact with the big computer. Keep going up here for the power cell. You were there? I'll look around. Can't hold any of that other stuff. We don't need it though. It's the power cell I'm interested in. Still need to find 2 more. Even after wherever the one here is. Oh, I see. We can keep going up. And up. And up. And up. Thank you for saying that, Iceman. Not only that there was one here, but that I missed going further up. Hindsight. Seems so obvious coming back to it. I was ready to move on. Power cell.
Good. Another power cell. If I find more, I should be able to get to that ancient armor I found.
Now, rappelling down might just be to level 12, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to climb down instead of rappelling down. I surely don't want to get dropped all the way to the ground. Seastar, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We wrap after Pharaoh Tower, after this tower. Then we'll probably have a couple more good streams. Monday and even plenty for Tuesday.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
Get a bit of side-by-side with Elizabeth
Faro robots
and
threatened
Aloy.
all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me.
Apparently she does.
I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Oh, I'm sure the elevator's in great shape.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
If you're so smart, why didn't you fix this? Why didn't you find the information on your own? Aloy, Rost, Silence. The names.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
Oh?
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Hey, you've waited your whole life for this. I think you can give us a few minutes. Who is Hades? Faro robots. Your intentions. Tracking my focus. Elizabeth Sobek. Still alive. Let's take it from the top. Who is Hades?
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect ferrorobots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself. Now if that's enough talking, be on your way.
No.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
What do you know of the Pharaoh robots?
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Full power.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
I got you, Chronic. Wasn't sure. Tracking my focus?
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Yeah, well, you're not saying much.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Didn't seem like wasting time. One thing nobody has mentioned, any of the logs, is any cloning tech. That doesn't mean they didn't have it. Understanding medicine, but finding pharmaceuticals to be an ancient word. Maybe they simply haven't come across it yet. It would make a lot more sense. Aloy was a baby that grew up, and yet her DNA is practically identical to Elizabeth Sobek. Sobek. I'm going to do that a lot, aren't I? I think she's a clone, but how would that even have played out?
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Oseram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. That's what we're going to be doing on Monday.
Your manners had better be improved.
Learned
Well,
of the ancient
getting down will be
past.
a lot faster than getting up here, at least.
Yeah.
U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Excellent. If there were, we probably got an autosave, but I want to make sure we get a proper save. It's tempting to just stop here and start Monday by rappelling down. I think I'm a clone now. I can send myself for pizza when no one's around. I think I'm a clone now. ASCAP, I know that album all too well. I have it on cassette. Somewhere in the garage, I've got that on cassette. Rawr! What's up, Jim? Well, I guess we're going to have to go down so we can save proper. The, Grave Horde he was just talking about is all the way in the northeast. We've been there. We couldn't find a way in. Maybe now we'll have a way in. But we're not going there today. We're not going there today. Going down.
It's stopping. I can stop squinting against the white.
Oh shit, I thought she was gonna miss! Woo! Yeah, for what it's worth, I did never have an 8-track. I can't claim that. You missed everything. Sort of, Jake. You did miss a lot of story exposition. We climbed a 12-story office building that was the headquarters of Faro. Faro was building all the machines that got out of control. The machines that Faro built, which were billed as peacekeeping machines and were really war machines, they were built capable of recycling biomass in emergencies or fuel. But something went wrong and a glitch got out of hand, and there may have been a code backdoor built in. But what happened, and we don't know everything that happened, we know that Elizabeth Sobek, whose DNA we share, was called to Ted Faro's office as he revealed his mistake, the glitch, and the likelihood that all of humanity would go extinct in 15 months as these robots, which they had lost control of, were going to storm the Earth, consuming all its biomass as fuel. And she had a plan. Elizabeth had a plan, the Zero Dawn Project. And she got Ted Faro, the richest man in the world, of the largest company in the world, to sign off on her Zero Dawn Project. And we don't know what that was yet. But we know that humanity did not go extinct, even as civilization was destroyed. Humanity survived. And somehow, we came to be with the same DNA as the scientist, who championed the project that saved humanity. But we don't know much more than that. I want to get us to a campfire. We're going to save. We're going to wrap for today. We're going to wrap for the weekend. There is no stream tomorrow. But I think all indications are that we can get 2 more streams out of this. Monday, and then Tuesday. If things start moving too quickly on Monday and it looks like we're going to wrap, I know you will all let me know. But it seems that we've got a good chance to get 2 more streams out of this, and so we will. Monday and Tuesday. Oh, I'm very excited now. You all weren't kidding. The story did pick up just there. And it sounds like there could be a lot ahead. Today was a lot of fun. This was good. This game has been good from the start. And somehow, does keep getting better. So, brings us to the end for today. Hope you've all had an excellent time. Thank you for the excellent company. I had a great time today. When Jay isn't on his meds, he's a pretty bright boy. On occasion, I might have my moments. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your weekends. Stay awesome, stay happy, get healthy. I will catch you all on the flip side. Much love to the Entropic family far and wide. Chatters, lurkers, lovers all. Thank you, Chameleon, Seastar, Iceman, Xbox, Hazcat, Chronic, and Wombat. Jim getting here late today. Rex out there waiting for some Metal Gear action. Twixor!
We've always been together. We're 4 of a kind, having fun all day, palling around and laughing away. Just best friends are we. I love you guys.
Thank you, Matthew, Chi, Metal Gear. I'll see you all next time. Next time will be Monday. We'll continue this adventure. I'll find someone for us to jump in on here. I hope I haven't looked yet. But for now, I bid you good night. See you all on the other side.